Okay, so this is going to be a reading for Leo. It's your weekly love reading. Don't know why that's struggling so late. I shouldn't do this over the top of the tarot cards because I'm going to set on fire, aren't they? I'm going to do a 9-card spread, 3 cards for how you're feeling, 3 cards for how your person's feeling, and 3 cards for the outcome. So this is for the 3rd week of September, so this weekend and all of next week. Okay, what is going on with the connection? I've got these Divine Timing Oracle messages. I thought they were really nice and glowy. So if there's timing involved in something, I'll find that out for you. And I'll clarify why they feel the way that they feel, what's, causing them to behave the way that they're behaving. Okay, with these two. I love these. We've got Shadow Love, Oracle cards, and Clarifying Love Situations. So let's move those out of the way. I've got my Wise Witch. I love these Wise Witch Oracle messages as well. I'll ask Spirit, for advice using those. So let's get started. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Leo's highest good. Please give me some cards to show me how Leo's feeling with regards to this connection in the 3rd week of September. Okay, so a lot of wands. We've got the 7 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is competition, maintaining the high ground. Okay, it's being someone who's determined to have the advantage. Okay, so you're feeling determined, and there's some kind of choice here with the 2 of Wands. There's some kind of planning or choice between 2 directions. Okay, so in like the planning phase of something, you're very determined. Let's have 2 more, please, Spirit. Right, we've got the Ace of Cups and the 9 of Cups. Okay, so what this says to me is 2 things. It's weird the way we had all wands and then all cups, isn't it? The 9 of Cups, first of all, is about self-satisfaction, being, totally satisfied just as an individual, in how things are for you right now. You have the things that you want, you're pretty happy. We've got the Ace of Cups here, so that's being in love. Okay, do you see the way that this is being coveted? This cup is up on a pedestal. Okay, and it seems like it's below ground as well, like it's harbouring, intense feelings. Look at the growth of the plant is able to grow because of all the nutrients. Grow and thrive. Okay, so it's pushing its way out of the darkness as well, isn't it? So I feel that, well, if you have the 9 of Cups and you add 1 more, you have the 10 of Cups, right? So I feel like you're happy as an individual, and what you want is the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is that wider family picture, okay? So a whole family scenario, like you with the person that you are going to live with and the children that you're going to have, if that's, what you want, or the 2 of you, whatever your plans are for the future, whatever you view as a happy family life, that wider, scenario where there's other people in the picture, and it's not just you being content in yourself, it's who do I want to build a life with, right? So if that involves a spouse, if it involves children, or just a long-term, love, and it's just the two of you, like ride or die, what does that picture look like for you? Okay, so it's a broader sense of having everything that you want. I think you're considering that. Let's get one more for you then, Leo. It's like that thing of like, what is the end goal, Because this is in the planning stages. What is the end goal? What are we looking for in terms of like fulfillment, ultimate fulfillment, that wider family picture? Okay, so the Hermit is a journey that the Fool, in the story of the major arcana, the Fool realises he must walk that journey alone. It's only you can say what you want. You can't say to other people, what do I want, right? It's only you that's going to know that. So it's like deep soul searching, deep thought, being alone with your own thoughts. It's a very good, very, very positive energy. It means you're looking within, okay? So I think you're thinking about what it is that you want to create, to cultivate for yourself. So in that case, let's see who's potentially coming in. Right, we've got, Page of Cups reverse. That's not good, is it? That's someone that's not wanting to give a cup. Oh, we don't want someone who's just recently been scorned. Let's pull another one. Oh my god, look at this. 5 of Cups. Loss, grief, regret, sadness, grieving. Oh. So whilst you're contemplating what you want, someone's just recently had a breakup. And they're in remorse of that. They're feeling intense loss and grief, freshly wounded. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, so somebody who maybe they got screwed over financially, okay, or they've just come out of a divorce, so it's left them, low on money. Maybe they were an overgiver, so they're in that mode of like, well, I'm not going to give to anyone now because I'm being screwed over, can't trust anyone. We will clarify this to find out what's gone on with your person that's potentially, coming into your kind of eye line, your vision, your immediate kind of surroundings, whether that be through work, at the park, in the shopping centre, a neighbour that moves in, a friend group, some kind of like activity, group activity that you attend, like a club or something. Someone's going to be coming into your path who's just being screwed over financially, Leo. And that Queen of Pentacles doesn't determine whether they're male or female. That determines a person that is someone who does care about family. The Queen of Pentacles in the upright, the difference between the King and Queen isn't, determining their gender. It's determining whether they're in their more masculine energy or whether they're in their more feminine energy, and they're very subtle differences, but they are there. So with the Queen, she has, in the back of this picture, you see the tree has leaves on it. She's thinking of the wider family. She's very beautiful, and she makes good money. She is a good provider. She's solid, she's reliable, she's trustworthy. Imagine screwing a person over so that they learn not to be like that anymore. that is sad, right? So this person had been done dirty. If they were the King of Pentacles, it would be exactly the same energy, generous, warm, loving, but they might be more singular-minded, and they might be the head of a family and a provider that can be a little bit more direct, a little bit more just focused and not as much, they're still a nurturer, but not as warm or soft, like, beneath the surface. They might be a little more, I don't want to say cold, because they're not a bad, they're both positive cards, very, very positive, but they can just be a little bit less generous or a bit more straight shooting, and in this Kinner deck, there isn't leaves on that tree. It's more of a barren, tree. So it's just a slight difference. But this person is a good person, and it's interesting that you're contemplating wanting a wider family picture, and this person, despite being recently scorned, is usually somebody that, is who you'd want, really. This is who you would want as a counterpart. Queen of Pentacles, very solid, very much provider. They are, grieving a relationship right now. They've been screwed over financially, I would say. They're very, very much a good earner. They're honest, they're reliable, they're stable. They're able to provide for themselves, Leo. And they have been in their feminine energy, so very, very much a nurturer and very attractive to you. Now, because it's Pentacles, it could be an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay, they might have those placements, whether that be sun or moon. Let's get 3 cards for the outcome. I wonder if it'll show us how you're going to meet this person. It's obviously a few weeks off or a few months off because, well, I'm assuming that because they've just broken up with someone, but I don't know, actually. I don't know, I shouldn't assume that, should I? I met someone like a week after meeting a jerk and being scorned by a jerk. I met like the love of my life, so, that was me putting myself back out there because I don't deserve to be miserable forever because of what, one arsehole does. And then I met like my absolute knight in shining armour. So sometimes things like this happen to cause a person to draw boundaries around themselves and have very high expectations and not take any prisoners, because they're an empath or someone who's very warm, nurturing by nature. They might accept, to almost take care of someone rather than be taken care of. They can be just more prone to that. So sometimes these experiences teach us to have stronger boundaries, okay, for ourselves. Okay, so we've got the Lovers reversed, the 8 of Wands, and the 4 of Cups reversed. That's a weird combo. That's a really weird combo. The Lovers reversed is, yeah, I looked this up the other day, so I don't need to go and find it. The Lovers reversed, so upright, it's 2 people who are brought together by fate, by destiny, people that have passed away that make up Source, or Source of 5D around us. They decide who would be a good match for us, and we agree in a 5D world. We agree to have a soul contract with somebody. So the Lovers is someone you're meant to be with. They're a divine counterpart. The divine has brought them in for you because you're really, a fantastic equal match. In the reverse, the Lovers, one person was being half of this and the other person was not. or one person was providing 90% of this union and the other person was providing 10. It's an imbalance, okay? It doesn't match. So that's what that person is kind of recovering from, that's going to be coming into your life, male or female. They're ready for forward progress, and they're no longer going to be rejecting cups, because the Four of Cups upright is being closed off to opportunities, love opportunities that come your way. So it's a person sitting under a tree. They have 3 cups in front of them. They're offered a 4th and they reject it. They're not even looking up, you know, from like the ground. They're just slumped against a tree, like fed up. So they're very closed off to, you know, invitations, which is very much the energy that we were getting with this first card here. But we got this reversed, so it's someone who is becoming more open to, they're becoming more open to opportunities being presented, okay, slowly but surely. So this is the outcome. This is good, because this is what I wanted to say for the week ahead. We don't want this person just in the throes of grief, you know, and closed off, because that's not cool. They need to be healing. Let's get 2 more, because they were a combination, so I'm going to count those as 1 card. 2 more for the outcome for the 3rd week of September, which is the week ahead. The 7 of Pentacles, so reflective energy. I mean, to heal, you do need to reflect, okay? You might think about maybe the things that led you to, you know, this kind of mismatch. Perhaps there were red flags or warnings that you know, overlooked, that this person, overlooked, or perhaps they were just totally lied to, you know, in which case that's not their fault, but, you know, you only have what someone wishes you to know when they meet you. You know, you're not a detective, and you're not, you know, someone who has the powers to run searches on people. So some people are very, very good, sophisticated liars, and they're prolific liars, and, you know, we don't know yet what this person was dealing with, but I will clarify and I'll find that out for you. Let's get 1 more. You know, if you never reflected, you never learn. So this is a reflective person. It's a good, solid person, good character. They're, you know, looking back and thinking about their part of things. Maybe they were too trusting, okay? We don't want people to change themselves, you know, in a bad way and never trust anyone again. We don't want that. We want someone who's just going to have really strong boundaries and, you know, cut things off when it's not looking good, or to just learn that it was unlucky to be around a toxic person, but they knew to finish it, okay? So, look, that's what we want. The Page of Wands, someone who is prepared to go on an adventure and try again, okay? They're going to get back on the saddle, and they are starting to consider putting themselves back out there. In fact, they've said yes to considering putting themselves back out there. So that's brilliant. That's what we want. So, interesting. This feels very, very fortuitous. It feels lucky. It feels like this person is a good match for you, Leo, because you're also reliable. You're also loyal. You only want to be with one person. You know, when you set your heart on being with a person, you mean it. You mean it for the long haul. You've got a really big heart. You're capable of being very masculine, very romantic, you know, very much, you know, a strong person, a leader, and someone who's in their feminine energy. The Queen of Pentacles, an earth sign, will be highly attracted to a Leo, very, very masculine sign, okay? And this does not determine your gender. It determines whether you're, you know, in a boss energy and you enter the room and you've got that alpha female or alpha male status about you, you know, and you're flanked by a couple of colleagues or a couple of friends. You just present in a room as, like, you know, the king, like you have arrived, like you've got that aura, that presence, you're very magnetic, you're entertaining, you're very good looking, you know, whether you're male or female, that is just how you are. But you have a big heart and you might be confident in your looks, but you are looking for a ride or die. You're looking for your queen, you're looking for a loyal, you know, someone to be your royal, like, family. You're looking for your counterpart, your ride or die, the one that you will be, you know, with forever. So when you set your heart on someone, they're very lucky to have you too. And I think this person, and I'm feeling very emotional, like I want to start crying, but I feel like this person deserves you, honestly, because, you know, the kind of character that this person has does not deserve this kind of grief. They just don't deserve it. Let me put them side by side so you can see. They don't deserve that. It's a Queen of Pentacles. She's a solid character. She deserves better than to be treated like that and made to feel like she can't trust, and made to feel like she provided for the wrong person, that she was taken advantage of, that maybe she shouldn't be the warm, loving, trustworthy, generous person that she is, right? That's not okay. So whoever did that was not a good person. Because for her to be, you know, that way round means she was proper screwed over and done dirty. And I would say financially, which is not good. We don't want to use and abuse people with lovely souls. So the divine is possibly putting you to, you know, aligning things. You might have been manifesting this. You know, you're in a good place emotionally, you feel self-satisfied, but you want that, you know, wider picture of like, who is my ride or die going to be? Well, it looks like this person is on the way to, you know, looking for Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, and it could be you. That's really exciting, actually, isn't it? You could be all cuddled up in front of the fire having a Christmas dinner with family, or like Thanksgiving dinner, you know, introducing them to your family. Like, there's so much to look forward to when you think of it like that. It's really, really nice. Let's see, like, what this person has experienced, what was done to them. Why has Leo's future person got the Page of Cups reversed, which is like, you know, not wanting to offer your emotions to somebody. Reciprocal lines. Navigate boundaries with grace, mastering the art of give and take in harmony. So yeah, perhaps they were with someone who was very cold, that you know, that was not giving of their emotions, or yeah, let's say that they don't want to give their cup because there wasn't fairness. I think we kind of gathered that with the Lovers reverse. Let's see if we can get anything else. Why the Five of Cups, which is grief, loss, grieving, the end of a relationship, the end of a union. Awakened rebirth. Become conscious, stay aware, and embrace the renewal of your essence. Futures embrace. Seize prospects, absorb wisdom, and spring into action for your ambitions. I'm going to put the Queen of Pentacles back in reverse so I don't forget that that was reversed. Why the Queen of Pentacles reversed? Interesting that we've got futures embrace. So this person wants a rebirth, they want like to have a happy experience, they don't want to experience this again, and they're in reflective energy to avoid, you know, having the same thing happen. They've definitely been done dirty. Why the Queen of Pentacles reversed, please? fated revelation, uncover the omens, decipher their meaning, and embrace your destined path. I think this was a lesson that this person had to learn, was not to give to everybody, and to only give, you know, when you receive, you know, and reciprocity, and it has to be equal and fair. You know, otherwise, like, you're just loving on someone or loving at someone, right? Okay, give me one for the Page of Cups. We'll try a different deck. The Page of Cups reversed. Because I'm saying what the lessons are that they need to learn, but I'm not finding out what happened. So we've got self-righteous. So they were involved with someone who acted spiritually superior, was condescending and preachy. So someone who, you know, has an inflated ego about themselves. I mean, that doesn't seem like the right fit for a lovely Queen of Pentacles, does it? Self-righteous individual. Someone who was undecided, choosing between lovers, competing for affection. So they put them in a third-party dynamic. This person who was very self-righteous and thought a lot of themselves, put them in a third-party dynamic. Okay, they really treated this person wrongly. That's not nice. That's really not nice to treat someone like that. Okay, so they were put in a third-party dynamic. This person refused to commit to them. A show-off. It was a show-off, someone who needs to prove themselves. Okay, they got something to prove. You know, they wanted to be like someone who was the best looking, or they wanted to be someone who was, you know, the most, you know, sort of like promoted, had the highest title in work, or, you know, someone that cares too much about what other people think. It's quite a shallow person, quite an insecure person. Let's get another one. Two-faced. Playing with your emotions is insincere, not who you think. That's quite a creepy card, that, isn't it? That's quite creepy, that I can't really work out what's... It's like they're wearing a hat or a mask. This person, you know, would bold-faced lie, and they'd make them feel a kind of way one minute and then make them feel another kind of way the next. So quite manipulative behaviour. It sounds like a very insecure individual that would do those things to a Queen of Pentacles. You know, earth signs are so, like, earthy, they're so grounded, they're so, like, hard-working, really, really hard-working, you know, like, they've earned every penny that they've got, and they don't deserve someone who's treating them like that. Or an idiot. I really don't like that. But it's just going to make you look even better. Like, they're going to, like, not know what's hit them when they get a lovely, loyal, hard-working Leo, good-looking. They're going to get someone who, you know, is someone to hold on to. Like, you're going to be that person who provides, you know, nice romantic gestures, like, thinks about where to take them, picks them up from their house, like, takes them out, you know, orders for them, like, you know, what would you like, and then orders, like, for both of you, like, holds the chair out, like, that good old-fashioned, like, romance. Like, can you imagine how you would feel if you were this Queen of Pentacles getting treated so disgustingly, and then, you know, getting a lovely Leo that is just pulling out all the stops? Like, that's what this person deserves, and it's making me feel like I want to start crying. I feel like this person has shed a lot of tears over the wrong types. and it's just like it's time for them to get what they actually deserve. You've got like major problems, haven't you? If you come across a Queen of Pentacles and you treat them like that, you've got major issues. Like, it's not about them. Well, they definitely deserve a Leo. You know, there's plenty of women, like, these are male characters in these pictures, but it's plenty of women that behave like that. Self-righteous, show-offs, two-faced, you know, blow hot and cold, have multiple people on the go, you know, make out like they're the superior ones and you're lucky to be with them, and you're some like pathetic male, you know, that's like, who would want you, you know, saying, oh, I don't want to commit, putting you in third party situations. That person doesn't know what they're doing or who they are, so, you know, it's never a reflection on you when you've dealt with that. You know, take some lessons from it and move on. Don't change, you know, like the foundations of who you are. Just put strong boundaries in place and decide, like, they don't deserve my tears. Like, it's okay for me to be disappointed, but it's important that I reflect and protect. Reflect and protect, you know. Don't, you know, give up on love, but definitely work on yourself and get yourself into a good position. And I'd say that you really are. You know, you're 9 of Cups, looking for your 10th cup, so I feel like there's some divine timing happening here. Let's get one for the Lovers reversed with the 8 of Wands and the 4 of Cups reversed. So this is like someone that's now starting to open up to the idea of new. They're no longer completely shut off. So they have been doing some healing. Adrift. Not willing to settle down or be responsible. Time to commit and put down roots. Yeah, this person is now contemplating, you know, like finding a proper partner, someone who is their ride or die. They don't want to be like putting up with third party scenarios. Other love still involved with the past cheating, secret affections. They're reflecting, okay, on the people that, you know, they once cared about. Give me one for the Page of Wands. Oh, I've got a cluster. Teasing, dangling partial truths, needing answers, shifting, crushed. You are hurting emotionally right now. You need time to heal before you jump in again. Yeah. This person's been lied to and it has crushed them emotionally. So, you know, they are just at that beginning point of like being scared still. You know, having got very, very hurt. I think it would be a good idea, Leo, to take this slowly with the person that you meet. Do you know what? You've got all the time in the world. Who on earth would want to rush through that lovely beginning phase where you're just so happy to get a text message off someone, you can't stop smiling, your cheeks are hurting, you know, you get a rush when they message, like, you realise the feelings are mutual, you know, you go out on a date, like, and it just feels like a dream come true. You feel like it's the only time where you really feel like a prince and a princess, you know, and you've got such high opinions of one another, and you haven't, you know, you're just taking the time to get to know each other, you enjoy looking at each other. Like, who wants to rush that? Like, no one should rush that. Like, enjoy it, take it slowly, like, enjoy that. Like, that is precious, you know. enjoy that, I would say, for at least 3 months. If you can, it's better to. You will have a strong. Oh my god, that made me. My mum sneezed, but she does it really aggressively, and it made me jump. Like my whole body just like lifted off the chair like 2 inches. Right, we'll take that as confirmation, but like the longer you wait to kind of be sexual with one another, the more you will take the time to get to know each other, look at each other, covet each other in a very, very like deep way. It lets the foundations get stronger, you know, makes you really solid as a couple, and find out, you know, lots about each other before just going, yeah, we're really good in bed or whatever. Like, that's the icing on the cake, isn't it? When someone's making love to you, it means so much because you're taking the time to bond and get to know each other, make each other laugh and love being around one another. You know, it just means so much more. Like, I'm envious. I'm envious. Right, let's, what else do I need to, oh yeah, we've got this other clarifying, give me one for adrift, please. Hidden thorns, look beyond the romance to discern true intentions. Yeah, see, this person was deceived, you know, with like, someone had two faces, so sometimes they would be really nice to them, and then sometimes they would just disappear or whatever. This person is learning to, you know, not be blinded by the lights kind of thing. Try to be a bit more discerning. They are, it says magnetic fate, attraction sparks pursuit, guiding souls on a journey to their destined union. So this was all part of the journey, whether or not they know that. You know, they've been screwed over by some people, but they'll be, you know, in a place to really appreciate you because of this. I'm not saying anyone deserves it, but their life lessons, okay, their experiences that people just need to go through to get it, you know, to make those kind of personal developments. It's like, you know, when you have a daughter or a niece and you're trying to explain to them, you know, or a nephew or a son, trying to explain to them what the dating pool is like and how things work, and you just don't want them to get hurt, but you know they're going to have to do that, they're going to have to experience things for themselves. You can't kind of prevent that by explaining how it is and then them just know shit before it happens. Like, it's a journey and people learn by doing, so, you know, it's like this person had to learn by having these experiences. Icy goodbyes. Amidst unclear paths and frozen moments, the hardest choice is leaving for clarity. Yeah, so they knew that walking away, I think they ended it. It was a third party scenario, they ended it and walked away from it. They knew it wasn't doing them any good, you know, and that they would feel more lonely afterwards, but, you know, it's a healthy choice, right? So let's get one more to go over this page of wands. Boundless spirit, your only limits are the ones you put on yourself. Look, this person's been teased, they've been crushed, okay, they've been given half-truths, their heart's been stomped on, but they have this boundless spirit, they're a hopeless romantic, and, you know, they're reflecting, they're healing, and they're willing to put themselves out there despite it all. So that's worked out really nicely. Should we get time in for when this person's going to be ready? Give me some time in, please, for this page of wands, which is the start of, like, you know, being ready for a new kind of person, being ready for our Leo. think as well, you know, if this is a male and you are a female Leo, you know, you are still, all the same applies. Like, it won't be you taking them out necessarily. I don't know, because I'm not a Leo, so I can't speak for, like, Leo females, but if it normally happens that you ask people out, or you attract, you know, Taurus by being a good-looking Leo female, you know, and you're kind of naturally very confident, you will be very, you know, you'll accept the romantic gestures of this person and probably provide your own. They might be the ones to ask you out, or it might be you asking them out. But you're going to be loyal to this person, and you are going to make them feel as romanced, you know, as they make you feel. You might bring that out of them by being romantic. Do you know what I mean? I've had people like, okay, I'm going to tell you a story. It's very personal, but it's really, really special even now. That I don't speak with this person. What he did was, I went to New York with him to visit his mother and, you know, family, and I saw these boots that I liked in this store called Aldo, and they were leather ruched boots, like this tan leather. They came in like 3 colours. I was a size 5, I think, at the time. I was early 20s. We marched all over Manhattan, going to different Aldo stores looking for these boots in my size, and we couldn't find them. So I gave up on it, and I was a bit gutted, because I'm a Taurus and I'm a shopaholic, right? So anyway, a year later, my boyfriend walks in. It was my birthday. He had this really big box that was all wrapped. It was dead cute. It had like quite childish wrapping paper on it. It was like Smarties, I think, something like that. And a helium balloon attached to it. And like that alone, I was like, that is so cute. And then I opened it, and it was the boots. A year later, I had forgotten all about them. And I've just never, like, I've never forgotten it. And it's like, we actually had a really bad, awful breakup, because we were together for 3.5 years, and it was my first really, really serious relationship. I think I was 25, 26. I must have been about 24 when I met him. 23, 24, and we were together for 3.5 years, and I was crushed. And I mean, like, I never thought I was going to come back from it. I was really, really, like, depressed when that ended. But that remains one of the sweetest, most romantic things a person has ever done for me, and I've never forgotten it. He did loads of stuff like that. He wasn't perfect. He thought he was always right. He was a little bit too overbearing, and he did walk away from the relationship because he always had to kind of follow his plan. He was a Leo, but I've never forgotten how romantic Leos are, and, you know, there are just signs that don't do that. There's zodiac signs that just don't have that touch. They really don't, and that's why Leos have a special place in my heart, guys, because as a Taurus, we're the most feminine sign out of all the zodiacs, and I'm sure every person appreciates romance, but we really, really do. Like, you want to sweep this Queen of Pentacles off her feet, whether they're male or female, you know, whether you're male or female as a Leo. If you do like romantic, thoughtful things and just be the Leo that you are, this person's going to be bowled over and totally appreciative of you. Right, when is this person actually going to be ready then? Because they're obviously healing from this trauma. When are they going to be ready? Because this reading is looking at the week ahead, and they've just got that Page of Pentacles, like, ready to embark on a new adventure, because they're a hopeless romantic. But they've been done dirty. So when's this gonna play out? I don't know. Will you comment and let me know if you're a Leo female? Do you ask guys out, or are you just someone that, because you're attractive, do you just get approached and asked out by other signs? Like, what happens when you're a Leo female? Because I just kind of imagine you as being very good looking, very magnetic, very confident. Does that put guys off? Do you end up having to be the one that asks people out or makes shit happen? Like, I'm just interested, because I'm just interested. Within a month. So this person is going to be ready for this within a month. So let me ask Spirit when they're going to come into your life. When are they going to come into Leo's life? When will they, find this person? Obsessing over timing creates blocks. So when the timing's right, this is going to, happen for you, and you're going to treat this person right, and they will repay you tenfold, okay? Your only problem will be, to tell them, like, you're doing too much, like, I want to take care of you, because they're an overgiver, right? So, yeah, so Spirit's saying, don't worry about the timing. Once this person is ready, they will be put into your path, okay? Spirit has to wait for this person to be healed, or it's not going to work, okay? So let them do their magic, and when this person is ready, they will be, in your new workplace, or they will be, moving in next door to you, or next door to your sister or brother, or, their trolley's going to bump into yours, and you'll say sorry, and then you'll both turn and look back, in the supermarket, and realise you like each other. Something will happen, okay? Some sort of, like, external circumstance going to bring you guys into, crossing paths. You won't miss each other, and it'll be within a month. So we're now in we're at the end, we're halfway through September, so before halfway through October, so before Halloween, you're going to cross paths with somebody, okay? But the divine's lining it up, and this is a fated event, a fated meeting, so you don't need to do anything but be your wonderful self, Leo. Please comment below and tell me what it's like to be a female Leo. I'm really intrigued. Alright, thank you. Like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel. We've just got to 40 subscribers, and I'm really excited, because when I get to 50 I can start to do lives. So put me back out into the algorithm, get the channel back out there as much as you can. Do that a little bit extra, because I will start doing lives, and then we can get this, like, the ball running even faster, and keep the momentum increasing. And I'm going to post you so many bonus readings if that happens. Alright, thank you, Leo, and I'll see you in the next one.